just 24 more days to go. 24 out of 40. Not bad. Not bad at all. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about my 100-mile life experiment, 100-mile life journey. How's it going? What are some of the setbacks that I've had? I'm going to share all of that with you now. Thank you for dropping in. My name is Barbara, or Doll, and this is Doll Can Create. So create with me. We're creating the life we want to live. I have my notes in front of me because I don't want to miss anything, but sourcing essentials within that 100-mile radius, or 160 kilometers, has come with a few challenges. And here's a few ideas that I'm using to tackle them. Oftentimes, a local product is going to cost more. It just is. If you're buying greens, for instance, you're buying something that's grown in a greenhouse, not in the open fields. Sometimes I have to cut back, and I do. One of the other things you can do is look back at cutting out some of your streaming services. Are they local? Probably not. We're in this Buy Canadian unity thought right now. And so do we cut the American channels? Something to think about. It's helping with the budget. So if we cut this streaming service, then we can afford to buy this local product, right? And maybe we can cut unnecessary delivery costs. Check and see if you're paying for things that you don't need, because we all do that, right? And find ways to replace the delivery items. We buy our supplements through Amazon. It's the least expensive way to go. A subscribe and save. Yeah, I'm still comparing prices for some of those things. So finding local alternatives can be tricky. It can be difficult sometimes, can't it? Canned goods, things for long-term storage, can be a little bit harder. I'm thinking of my Java, my coffee that I have here. I'm on the last of my Maxwell House. I have coffee beans to grind, and I will be contacting our local coffee roaster because I know he delivers and he lives not far from here. Farmers markets are going to be open. Some are open now. The Hamilton Farmers Market's open year round, but we haven't been down to that as yet. So maybe that's someplace we can go. But it won't be long, and the outdoor markets will start to be open. And how wonderful is that? Buying some meat can be a challenge, but like I've said before, our local grocer, Denninger's, is local to Hamilton, and they have their own meat processing. So I know when I buy their meat that it's 100-mile. Whole chickens are cheaper sometimes than at the local box store. I found that with Walmart, that Denninger's whole chickens were a better price, and they're local. So why would I buy it elsewhere, right? Tracking local versus non-local spending. So I'm tying this in with our budget this week. This is kind of where I'm going. Planning to use YNAB. Why you need a budget, and separating into local and non-local purchases. That's a possibility. It might take a little bit more work, and you can do it on a spreadsheet, or Every Dollar. If you use the free Every Dollar app, you could do that. And then once you've seen it for a week or two, maybe you can get a sense of, I can change this or I can change that, right? I did something this weekend. I was going to go to the Hamilton Fiber Festival on Sunday afternoon. I was pretty tired after church. I wasn't feeling really great. So I didn't go. And then I thought about it. I saved myself some money, although a lot of it was local. So it would have been a good place to meet some of the local people, but I can contact them and meet them. We've prepaid for delivery for our dairy. So the dairy comes once a week delivered. The dairy's a bit more expensive. But say for the cream, I'm paying maybe $2 more a liter. That's not a big difference. We can pick up our produce in Ancaster. It's only 15 to 20 minutes away. I think I mentioned it before. We order from Produce Express, and it's good produce. I have not received anything from them that I did not like. There are some processed meats as well, some local non-processed meats as well. They have Canadian cheeses. They're not necessarily local though. I can find some local cheese. The dairy that I order, I can get cheese curds from them. So I may try that once just as an add-on. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of cheese curds. So, and I already mentioned the coffee. So I'm going to be ordering from our coffee roaster in about another 2 weeks. But looking ahead, what kind of challenges have you run up against, right? So I'm still in the process of dyeing some sock yarns. Using food grade food colorings is my favorite. I have the acid dyes. I'm not thrilled with using them. They do create nice color, but just the idea that I need to wear gloves, I need to wear a mask and something over my eyes, and it's like, use the food stuff, because if done right, you can get really good color. Is it local? Probably not. As things start to pop here, because it's spring, you'll see me out picking dandelions and other weeds, flowers. I won't pick all of them. The bees need that, right? But there's lots. There's lots to choose from. So is it expensive? No, because I can go out and I can get leaves and I can get flowers and you see what I mean? It's local. Also, I can get cut flowers. There's a lot of greenhouses in the Niagara Valley, right? That corridor between Hamilton and Niagara Falls, there's a lot of greenhouses that are growing flowers. Tulips, carnations. I have carnations in the house right now. And I showed a picture earlier of the basil that we got at the greenhouse last week. And it had just been delivered. And if I can look here on this, this is Ontario grown Freeman herbs since 1947. And I wish you could smell it. When I went to buy them, she said they just came in that day. So they were $7.99 for the 4-inch. But I can propagate from that. And I'll have enough basil to get me through till whenever, as long as I water it when I need to. But it's kind of nice to have that. And I'm looking at each time I go, I'm going to get another herb to keep me going. You kind of have to expect some challenges when you do something like this, because you're changing how you're thinking. I think I mentioned maybe a week ago that I was looking at alternatives to the G0, the Gatorade Zero that has no sugar in it, has the electrolytes in it. And I did find a recipe, but it calls for orange juice, pineapple juice, and coconut water, or just plain water, cream of tartar, and salt. None of those things are local. None of them. So it may be more healthy because I'm mixing it up myself, but it's not local at all, really. So what local purchases have you come up with? Or have you? Has it been easy for you? I'm still processing fleece. It's all been washed. It's just a matter of getting it all opened up and getting ready to spin it. And I like that. I really do like that. I like the sock yarn. I'm purchasing from a Toronto area company. It's a merino nylon blend. If you're interested in seeing my colorways, let me know, because I have quite a few and I have a few more skeins still to dye in this season before I move away from those colors and into the natural colors. But we're looking at trying to find a balancing act and not hitting ourselves over the head because it's not working, or I'm going to give up. It's just too hard. Well, you know what? Life can be difficult. Life can be hard. But if we continue to do a little bit of research every day and we keep looking at alternatives, I believe we can make a difference in our communities. I see in my Instagram feed, not every day, but a lot of days where this downtown shop is closing, this coffee shop who's been here for this many years is closing, this pizza place is closing. And it's like, if we don't support those local businesses, they're not going to be there. And the alternatives are purchasing something that's not from Amazon or not from the big box stores, having them shipped. And we go to small places that are not local and still having them shipped and having to pay the extra shipping. So shop locally. Get to your little boutiques and see what they have. Maybe there's a gift there for someone in your family that just was perfect for what you were looking for. I don't know. But we have to step outside of what's comfortable for us. I don't like grocery shopping. I don't like going into the stores. I don't like standing in line. I don't like crowds. So sometimes crowds will keep me away from farmers markets, for sure. I don't like it. But I need to step outside of that, right? Canned goods can be difficult to find. But there are some places who are creating packages of dried beans for making soups. They are selling jars of soup at the health food stores and some of our regular stores as well that are put together and canned locally or within the 100-mile, right? But you can also learn to do it yourself. And I've done that as well. Again, meat can be the challenge, but I'm overcoming that, right? So let's look ahead. It's all about this learning process. And if you're interested, I'm working right now at putting together a checklist of things that you can do if you're interested in doing a 100-mile challenge, or if you're just interested in shopping locally and what that could look like for you. So an easy to follow checklist that will be emailed out to you once it's ready. If you're interested, you need to let me know. But that's part of what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my learning process in point form, easy to follow. And I hope that you enjoy it, that you find some use in that. And if there's anything I've been talking about in any of my 100-mile life journey videos that rings true with you, please do comment. And if things are a challenge, let me know that too, because two minds are better than one, and three are even better. So the more, it's like plying wool, right? A single spun isn't as strong as a 3-ply. So try ripping them apart and you'll find out. I know it. So join me, will you, as we continue on this journey. If you haven't started, you don't need to wait till the next 100 days to start again. Just jump in where you are. I think that's what I learned from the Fly Lady program of keeping house. Just jump in where you are. Start with the simplest thing you can think of to help make your life more local. I think you can do it. No, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. There's challenges, there's struggles. We all face them. Some days are better than others. Some days are weaker than others. And sometimes you just shine. So whatever it is, find the blessing in the day. I know you can. I'm praying for you. I'm looking for the blessings in your life as well. But I hope everything that you dream about will come about for you. Many blessings. Till next week. I'll see you on the 100-mile journey. Again, this is Doll from Doll Can Create. You can too. I'm sure of it, friends. I am so sure of that. Follow, like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. You'll never miss my videos. I'm here mostly Fridays or Saturdays with the 100-mile life update. So please do follow along. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about fiber work and shopping locally for your yarn, helping support the local fiber artists. Anyway, for now, God bless. We'll see you later.